Hi, I'm Nolan Finley, back here with my colleague from the Detroit News, Daniel Howes, business columnist. We're on the porch of the Grand Hotel, last day of the Mackinac Policy Conference. It's been a newsy week, Daniel. Last night, the buzz here and this morning was that Pulte Homes, longtime Michigan company, founded here, built a whole lot of the homes in southeast Michigan and across the state. They're pulling out their headquarters and heading to Georgia. Daniel, what's behind that move?
Well, there's a couple of things. I think as you read through the company confirmed it this morning, and you read through the statement, they basically say that they want to get closer to their markets where their growth is, which is not surprising. They really have not been building a lot of homes in Michigan. And the CEO, Richard Dugas, apparently has some ties and managed that part of the business before he was elevated to CEO down in the southeast. We've seen this before, Nolan. This shocked a number of people. Certainly Bill Pulte Jr. is doing the Blight Authority home demolition in the city.
And he's up here.
And he's up here, and they're reiterating that the family is going to stay very committed to this. And the reporting that we're getting so far is that the family did not know about this in advance.
It's no longer family-owned company, correct?
It's no longer family-owned. Bill Pulte Sr. is not on the board any longer, although I think he's a considerable shareholder. But this took a lot of people by surprise. Governor Rick Snyder did not know about it in advance. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation did not know about it in advance. Really, nobody was notified, and they're doing a little back-checking today to follow up and see if there's anything they can do.
What's the economic impact?
I think it's only a couple hundred jobs, mostly staff, if that, in Bloomfield Hills. So economically, it's not going to be that bad. But this reminds me a lot of the Comerica move in 2007.
Caught everybody by surprise.
When they bolted for Dallas for reasons that were, I thought, a little fishy at the time. And it was all going to be about getting their stock price up and enabling them to acquire new banks or be acquired. And guess what? Here we are in 2013, and neither of those things has happened.
So yeah, I mean, it's not the kind of news we wanted to report from up here. This is generally a very positive week, but it happens. And
Nolan, you moderated the mayoral debate last night, and what did you think about the candidates? What was your handicapping, the feel of what they were doing?
Well, it was clear to me once we started asking the questions and the debate started unfolding that Benny Napoleon and Mike Duggan had made a pact beforehand not to engage one another, not to get nasty, not to try to score points on one another. It was Duggan, Napoleon, Lisa Howes, and Fred Durhal, and the only heat came really from Lisa Howes and a little from Fred Durhal in challenging Napoleon and Duggan, but they did not engage each other. They clearly know they're going to be the two that get through the primary. They're going to wait to take the gloves off to September, October, not going to hurt each other in the meantime.
My sense was Duggan had a good command of the facts, which you would expect from him. And I thought Benny Napoleon seemed a little listless. He was kind of slumped in his chair a lot. He just was not very forceful in his presentation.
They just were trying to get this behind them. I don't think they expected a whole lot. There were times I wanted to, I was sitting next to Benny, there were times I wanted to sort of wake him up, and Mike the same way. I mean, Mike started seething a little when Lisa Howes went after him on the cronyism issue. It's going to continue to dog him. And on some of his resume as a DMC chief, you could see him, Mike's got a little bit of a temper, and you could see that boiling up. But for the most part, both he and Benny were daydreaming through the whole process. And it was good to have Lisa Howes, Fred Durhal there just for the excitement value. So we're going to wrap it up here. This is our last day. We hope you've enjoyed these reports. We've enjoyed bringing them to you. I'm Nolan Finley with Daniel Howes. Thanks for joining us.